Okay, this one's called Her. Her. Even if you tried, you could never be her. You could never really touch with the same deepness, never really leave me speechless, never really emit the same radiant glow as her, that woman. I hold the picture in my hand, still not able to fully comprehend where she went. What happened to her desire? Why the woman I see today is so completely the opposite. Feeling the juxtaposition of hetero and homo, male and female entangled in one body dichotomy. I lament as I see the smile of her, the once smiling soul, even if it was forced. It was her smile, so full even if it was full of pain. A smile that healed the world and at the same time hid her world, hid my world, the world of a girl in a picture, a reflection of myself so visible yet tangible. What fire did rush by and engulf my soul? What passion kindled a fire that consumed me and left me a little more than a pile of burning embers? Burnt out. What rivers of waters flowed out of me so heavily my tears washed away all traces of the woman before your beauteous storm winds blew? What has happened? What has become of me? What has happened to that image of me? I feel jealous of the film that was able to capture that perfect moment in time. That moment before I starved you, lost all of myself. Those lasting seconds trapped in a photo, lingering remnants of me. The last images of me before I became you, became the ghost of you, became the gangster searching for you, the ex stalking you, holding on to a memory of what was. That was me. Eyes piercing my own soul, hoping and praying I will be able to see things through those eyes, trying to feel the same joy I had in that very second. That was me. I wish I was you. I sighed deeply. The person I always wanted to be was there in my hand, a photo of me. Instead, I lost sight of the photo and the person inside. I look again and begin to cry. I let myself go. I forgot who I was. I was so beautiful, so full of love. Just as time had passed, those feelings faded away just as quickly as the camera flashed. The stolen was snuck away. I used to be that girl. I used to know her. I can't recall her name, but I know her. It was as if memory lane was an unfamiliar road, tedious to travel, rocky, dubious. Another. I want her back. If not forever, just for a moment to tell her I love her. Maybe I could save her. I warn her against the pitfalls. I wish I could tell her, shake her hand, shake her firmly and tell her, never let go. But that was then. Before attempted suicides, before drugs, before her, before today, yesterday, yesteryear, forever long ago. When that smile did last appear. I miss her. Like a lost friend held close to the heart just beneath the bosom deep from within hurts inside. I miss her. And as much as I try to hide, I can't. That girl doesn't exist anymore, and as fate should have it, she evolved, morphed, changed just as quickly as the cameras flash. Who she might have become, I'm not sure. I'm left here with this photo, a silhouette of someone that was once me. Her. Yeah, so I published that in 2005. That was one of my favorite open mic poems. I used to love to spit that one because it's like so close to my heart. One day, and I was holding a picture of myself, and I was looking at it, but it didn't look like me. You know those pictures that you have of yourself during childhood when you were under the rents, the parents, and they had decision over what you wore, what you did. And I looked at that person, and I didn't know her, yet she was me, and she was a very familiar part of me. And in that particular moment, I was smiling, and I can remember the joy that I experienced in that moment. But a part of me remembered that there hasn't been a lot of moments where I've experienced joy since then, since those points, you know. But that poem is all the thoughts that I had when I looked at myself in that picture. Sometimes they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, that picture, I didn't have 1,000 words, but those were the words that I felt when I saw that picture. When I saw the picture of myself, of who I am. I'm still that person, but at the same time, I'm not that person. That person is so far from me, and I guess that's the growth, the evolution, and the change, the morph. And you know what was, as we see, with time, everything changes. And so it's just interesting to look sometimes at pictures of self, or long lost pictures of family members and that sort of thing, and just reflect on those people. And I was thinking to myself, we always say if I could go back and rewind time, I would be so much wiser now. But probably if I could go back to that point in that picture, I would just tell myself exactly what I said. I would tell myself never to let go. Because whatever path I'm on, whatever I'm doing, the only difference between life and death is the fact that I'm willing to live life and I'm not willing to die. I'm willing to challenge self, um, to do what's best for self. And sometimes that means that self changes. Sometimes that means that self evolves. Sometimes things change, people change, situations change. And even the memories in our head can change. But it's about learning to be comfortable with change and learning to accept life as it comes. So I wouldn't change my past. And I welcome my future. But that poem is special to me. And I'm going to post it in a blog. Or I'm going to try to post as much of it as I can here. Um, because, like I said, when we talk a lot about the situations that we go through in the gay life, but these are some of the things that I felt when I look at my own pictures, when I see myself looking back. You know, we always talking about looking back. You know, when I look back at myself and I see the changes in myself, while I am proud to be who I am today, a part of me does lament um, saying goodbye to certain aspects of me, just like you say goodbye to your childhood. I'm proud to be an adult, but at the same time, I'm sad to say goodbye to the freedoms of living rent free, bill free. So while a part of me laments growing up and growing apart, and you know, sometimes things might be tough, I love it. I do. Alright, enough babble at the end of the poem. Peace.